Hey, Jinx!
Truck stop!
You would think that after 2 weeks on the road, lying down in my own bed would be the greatest thing ever. But no, it was this box waiting for me at my door. It's the December Smoky Mountain Knife Works monthly subscription box, the General's package. And to open it, I will use the ZT0350, which was my favorite knife from November. It's a tank, and it lives up to its hype. I would have liked to have had that gray and black tiger stripey one, though. Just for the look. ZT0350, you are retired! Okay, you know the drill. I pull the paper, give you a peek, and then we begin. It is the season for candy canes. My girlfriend will eat these. I do not care for them. This one's broken. That's fine. Wait, this one's also broken. And this one's broken. What the shit? Well, I'm going to start by pulling out this one, which didn't come in a box, just a sheath. Ooh, I think I know what kind of knife this is. I do not own a Kukri. Well, I guess I do now. I've always wanted to get a nice Kukri. But this one looks like a modernized version with knurled rubbery grips. If I ever do get a Kukri on my own, I'm probably going to order it from Kailash Blades. I like their work. I'll get a nice snap there, and yes, that is indeed a Kukri. Well, it's big and heavy, which they're supposed to be. Check out how thick that blade stock is. Well polished. It's got a swedge. Kukris, sometimes they have that little M-shaped notch down here. I think that, I don't know exactly what that's for. I don't know if it's decorative or if it's to help, perhaps bend the blade, a fulcrum, if you will. No branding, no country of origin. Yeah, this is a chopper, all right. Wow, that is very top-heavy. But, yeah, these were basically miniature chopping machetes that were used heavily in places like India, Pakistan, etc. Price point wise, I'm gonna guess, this feels like a $30 knife. That's my guess. Just grabbing one at random, we have a Rough Rider high carbon steel knife. That means I'll have to keep this one oiled. Ooh, I think we got a trapper, folks. A very heavy trapper. Yep, we got... Oh, God. Very rough opening clip point blade. Slick with oil, which is good. The high carbon steel tends to rust if you don't keep it oiled. And we have the spay blade. Yes. Not a huge trapper fan, but I did like the one that I carried, gosh, over a year ago at this point. I like the look of the steel. That gunmetal gray looks great. Wow, it's very tight on the opening. The handle looks like, there's a very subtle laminate look to it, so I think that is micarta. I like micarta, but I also like to see it. It would have been nice if they had two different colors, like black and, I don't know, maybe yellow or red or orange. Black kind of goes with everything, but it's just jet black. Very good fit and finish on this piece. Better than the case knife I had last month. Of course, that was a trapper, but here we are. Found another candy cane. Intact. Very good. Here's a brand I've never heard of before. Komaron. Tactical steel. And there's a cut down the middle of the box. I did not do that. There's a symbol here that looks Asian. Japanese? No, maybe Mongolian? I'm not really sure what that is. Is it a helmet or some kind of a tag? Anyway, I guess we're getting something that's Asian-y. Oh, interesting. It's an authentic Komaron knife. It is Japanese. Legend has it that in ancient Japan, the Komaron was revered as a fearsome bird of prey. Oh, it's a bird. I see the bird's head at the top there now. Kind of like a crane, sort of. Okay. It's tenacious, courageous, blah, blah, blah. The samurai viewed the bird as an omen of good luck and strength, etc. I'll read more about that later. Candy? Cool. Got a nice cleaning cloth. My Benchmade one is getting a bit worse for wear. And I like the look of the bird, now that I know that's what it is. Enough about the other crap. Let's open this sack and see what's in it. It's got one of them squeezy things. Oh my, I was not expecting this. Well, the presentation up until now has been great. My immediate thought is it looks cheap, but now that I'm looking at some of the details, maybe not so much. Let's open it up. It is not open assisted. Yeah, not much of a Karambit guy. This is going to be interesting. One thing I will say, I appreciate that the ring is a solid piece, and it's chamfered, so it's actually comfy. A lot of the other Karambits I own are cheap crap, and the ring part is not comfy. So that's an immediate like, I guess, as far as Karambits go. Now, it's hard to tell, but it looks like I got a vague impression of like somebody's name written in there or something. It looks like the letter K or something. Am I just seeing things there? I don't know. Pocket clip looks kind of neat. It's sort of harpooned. Kind of rough on the pivot. That's going to need a little oil. And we have an egg-shaped hole that is not chamfered, so... Oh gosh, that's an awkward angle. Yeah, I guess maybe you could open it that way, but I wouldn't recommend it. Liner lock is good. Centering, I think, is good. It's a wide blade. This thing is going to take up so much room in my pocket. I'm probably going to hate this knife. Alright, grabbing another random one. Ooh, a buck knife. We've gotten buck knives a few months in a row, I feel like, and this too has a cut across the top. Let's get it. Works better when you make noises like that. Okay, from Buck, in the past we've gotten Bantams, we've gotten, what else have we gotten from Buck? I can scarcely remember now. Well, this feels a bit heavier than a Bantam. Oh, I have not seen this model before. That is handsome. I like the, what was that, G10 or micarta? One of those. Kind of an accent handle piece. We have copper-ish colored hardware. You got the Buck logo and the shiny pivot. Neat looking deep ride pocket clip. It kind of folds over and goes underneath that accent piece on the scale. So it doesn't even have a screw. So why have the slot for a screw? I guess you'd have to unscrew it from the inside. Oh, cool. It's a long, slender cleaver, which, that reminds me, that was the last buck knife we had, was a pocket cleaver type. And I remember it being very good. So here we have a satin stone-washed blade finish. Interesting cleaver hole. It's got this groove cut leading up to it. Kind of looks like a comet. I think I'm going to like this knife a lot, just based on the shape of it, the size of it. Ooh, that's comfy as hell. The fit and finish is great. Nice and chamfered. Good jimping. Oh, we even have this bronze copper backspacer too. It's a frame lock, very, very smooth pivot. Ah, that's on bearings. Very cool. Wow. Can I pick my favorite knife of the month already? This is the model 0263. Oh, you can see the detent hole sticking out a little bit. Hope nothing gets in there and, you know, screws up the detent. That would not be good. Nice. I love this thing. I haven't even used it, and I love it. The buck cleaver thing. Got another knife from MKM. I remember that red fat lava thing from a few months back. You know what? I will say, it actually did grow on me. I know I said it didn't at the time, but the prospect of getting another one gets me excited. 2 MKMs? I wonder if it's the same model. You know, they have a full-page spread of these knives in the Smoky Mountain Knife Works catalog. They have a few different colors. They have the red, green, and blue. This looks like it'll be the green one. And they have a few different blade shapes. One of them is a funky-looking thing. Very descriptive, I know. I'll show you a photo. And they also make them in metal scales. This feels too light to be metal. It's probably another green fat carbon. Yes, it is. It's the same exact model as last time. Kind of that little cleaver type deal. Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's the same knife, just different colors. So here's that green and black fat carbon scale. That looks nice. I might like that better than the red one. This one looks more like camo-y. Like, this is the kind of climbing knife that a Bigfoot hunter would carry on them. You know, the quality on these little things is actually excellent, I gotta say. Magnaggio! I actually am an MKM fan now. I don't know if I'll carry this one, because I already carried the other one, and I'm gonna have plenty of other knives to play with. But I am glad to have another color MKM. Now I just need the blue one. They might make yellow too, I'm not sure, but they should. Another pocket sharpener. I think they gave me one of these last month, didn't they? Yeah, they did. They must be trying to get rid of these. Well, I didn't use it. Although, I did watch a video, I think it was Tyler Tube. I like his stuff. And he actually used a bunch of different knife sharpeners to see, like, which one was the best. And not this specific one, but the, you know, rod type V-shaped things. He was actually able to get a pretty good edge on a knife with it, but he had to run it through there like a couple of 100 times. And that was with like a kitchen knife, so probably some kind of high carbon steel or something. So I guess you can actually do well with these sharpeners. You just have to, you know, be consistent and have a lot of patience. But then again, the same can be said about every other knife sharpener, right? So maybe I will actually use this. Probably, if with any knife, the high carbon trapper here. You know what? It's done. I'm doing it. Oh, it will be done. I will have done it. I got a big one from Columbia River Knife and Tool. Very big. This is the biggest CRKT box I've ever seen. And there's a Smoky Mountain Knife Works Army sticker on it. Strangely, I wonder if that means this is an exclusive. It's very light. I don't know what to expect. It might not be a knife. Oh, but it is a knife, but it's only taking up like a quarter of the container space. Well, I'm going to keep this box just for the novelty factor of having such a huge CRKT box. And I am a fan of CRKT knives, so, I mean, I could just throw this on a shelf as a display piece. Why not? The booklet. Confidence in hand. Here is the Kiss, designed by Ed Halligan in Mississippi. And and here's a picture of a young Charlie Sheen carving a hole in his ceiling. More candy. Well, this one has an interesting logo on it. It's like a ship's wheel. And then it says GNCE? I don't know. And I got, what the hell is this? Bio Armor Mildew proof piece. No coma? Oh, that means do not eat in Spanish. Okay. Okay, let's see if you live up to your giant box. It is a fixed blade knife. A very handsome brown leather sheath. That does not pass the smell test. This is not real leather, but that's okay because it looks nice, I suppose. Well, looking at this knife, I immediately like it. The fit and finish looks great. I'm a fan of the green and orange look. This is probably micarta. Yeah, I'll find out. Very nicely polished little fixed blade. It's little. It's fixed. Ooh, that jimping is aggressive. In a good way, though. It's long and slender, and it, based on me touching it with my thumb, it feels sharp. Because, you know, that means something. And it includes a lanyard. I hate lanyards. This is coming off. There we go. That's better. I have not heard of you before, but I like you. Fultz design. Ah, I have a couple of Ken Fultz, right? A couple of knives by Fultz. Good work, Fultz. Got one more knife. Rough Rider. Another one by Rough Rider. Didn't get one in a magnetic box this time, but that's okay. Oh, interesting. I like this one too. I haven't even taken it out of plastic and I like it. That is cool. It appears to be, how could I describe this? It's kind of like an anodized blue distressed look. With a bunch of speed holes, a couple of random notches. It's tiny, but I love it. Oh, got a half stop. It's a slip joint blade too. Kind of a spear point. That needed to come out. Thumb nicks all the way up there. But that's fine. Almost like one of those coffin-shaped knife handles, you know what I mean? I'm going to enjoy this one, I think. Rough Rider knives are usually on the inexpensive side. If I had to guess a price point for this one, I'd say 15 bucks. No idea what the price point of the other ones are. I know this one's like over 100. This is probably the General's knife, the MKM. This Karambit thing, just because the packaging had so much cool stuff in it, it's going to be more than $10. I'm going to guess 30. For the Ken Fultz designed CRKT, I'm guessing 50 bucks. This Rough Rider trapper was probably like 12 bucks. Avert your eyes if you're not in the army. I don't know why I said it that way. What kind of accent was that anyway? No stickers this time. That's okay. In the GI box, we have the Kukri black rubber handle. Features a 10-inch stainless steel Kukri blade with a satin finish. Full tang fixed blade, textured handles, lanyard hole, 15 inches overall length, 18.8 ounces, $19.99. Then we get the SMKW pocket sharpener, $2.99. The blue stonewash folder, manual folder with a, I'm tired. It says right here is the slip joint. Whatever, it was $6.99. That is pretty inexpensive for this knife. Now we can talk about the Rough Rider Black G10 Trapper. 440 high carbon steel, titanium coated clip. Oh, I keep reading, JJ Jinx. Clip, point, and spay blades. Right. It's got brass liners, the usual yada yadas. $14.99. That's closer to what I probably said it was. I can't even remember. And last in the GI box is the Karambit. The Komaron Karambit. 440A steel. 3-inch hawkbill blade. Black G10 handles. Tip down deep carry pocket clip and a finger hole. $17.99. It's actually a little bit less than I thought it would have been. The Officers Club box comes with 2 knives. The Buck Highline Frame Lock. The steel is D2. That's good, that's fine. Ball bearing pivot system. Frame lock with a gray anodized aluminum and stainless steel handle. It's got a G10 inlay with bronze hardware. Now I wonder if that's just bronze colored or if that's actual bronze. $36.99. Definitely a good price for this. Then we have this. This is called the CRKT Biwa exclusive OD green. So they put a different color on it and called it exclusive. Yeah. This knife is very light. What is the weight? Does it say? 1.6 ounces. Wow. It's 12C27 stainless steel. I'm not familiar with that type of steel, but it sounds like high carbon, probably. OD green G10 handles. Full tang with a 0.11 inch blade stock. Alan Fultz was the designer, not Ed Fultz or whatever I said. Only at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and it can be yours for $48.99. Well, that's a pretty swell Officers Club offering. You know, you get the cool, super light Fultz designed CRKT knife, and this buck knife. Man, that's a great deal. This knife for the General's box. It is an exclusive fat carbon jungle wear stonewashed cleaver. The steel is M390. It says it right there, M390. So they're calling the scales jungle flow. So yeah, I get that. Looks like a jungle, and it flows, I guess. The designer is Jesper Voxnays. I guess that's the origin of this Vox with a bomb as the O. Handmade in Magnaggio, Italy. $131.99. Well, I remember saying to my girlfriend on the drive back, it would be great if this month had quality over quantity, because I spent half the month on the road, so I'm going to have limited time to experience these knives. Therefore, I'm going to make the executive decision. I will not be carrying the MKM again, because I already know what it's about. I'm probably not going to use the high carbon steel trapper very much, because I've carried a trapper, which means I probably won't get to use the sharpener, unless I use it on purpose, but maybe I will on this knife. I definitely want to carry the little slip joint knife. Yeah, we'll see what that can do. So I guess I'll be carrying these 3 folding knives. This one I'll use at home, kind of unwieldy to carry a fixed blade knife at work. And the Kukri, gosh, I don't know. I'll use it if I can. It's getting to be colder out there, and don't know if I'll have a chance to use it at all, but hey, now I have a Kukri. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next year.